We're Bob and Hillary, and for the last 2 years, we've been traveling by van. We've stayed at a lot of beautiful, free places. And today, we're going to be sharing our top 5 free places to stay in Arizona. So subscribe and let us know, which one are you putting on your bucket list?
Today, we're sharing with you guys our 5 favorite places to boondock here in Arizona.
All 5 of our places are BLM Land. And if you don't know what BLM stands for, it stands for Bureau of Land Management, which I guess in the easiest terms, it's free places to stay here in Arizona. I actually think all over the United States there's BLM Land. Starting with this place right here, where we're currently at.
We're currently about 20 miles north of Tucson, and this is BLM Land where you can camp for free up to 14 days. It is just a really nice, calm area. It's flat. There's not a lot of people here, but there's some really nice established campsites where you can, have campfires and just, enjoy the outdoors. So this one stands out because it's halfway between Phoenix and Tucson. It's just easily accessible. So it's like right off the highway, maybe like 10 miles. You can come here, whether you're heading, east, north, south, west, whatever. This is a good place to stop. And so if you're heading down to Baja, for example, you could stop here and enjoy it if you're coming from the East Coast. If you are coming from up north and you're headed down to Tucson, this is a nice free place to stay where you're just outside of town. It's just a really nice location and, it's free. So number 5, our centrally located, kind of easy access place to stay.
Okay, so number 4, that location actually comes from episode 69. You guys might remember it was our question and answer video. I think, was Bob making breakfast or something, in that video? But that's our number 4 location. It's about 50 miles east of Phoenix. And that one's an oldie but a goodie for us. We've been to that one, I don't know, probably 50 times. This one for us is our best saguaro desert landscape one. The only downside is it is a pretty long dirt road, bumpy dirt road. I would say 6 miles plus. You can start stopping anytime. The further back you go, the more beautiful it is. So that is our number 4.
Number 3, our favorite kind of what I would call desert kind of boondocking community site. It was in Quartzsite. There's just a really great community there. Lots of people during the winter flock to that area. It's actually probably the biggest continuous BLM area that we know of, and just a really great community with just lots of other, boondocking people out there, RVers, it's just a great location and just lots and lots of room. So just wide open desert. So something like 1 million people every January, February flock to that area. So it's just kind of just a lot of community there where you can connect with people and meet new people and just, enjoy the beautiful open desert. There are so many easy access points. So you can basically be right off the main road, or you can venture back in, as far as you want. So kind of whatever you're looking for, you'll be able to find there as far as, access and roads and things like that. So I would say that, for that location, you don't have to drive on a bumpy road for very long to find a spot. But the con would definitely be the grocery situation there. There's just nothing around. There's not even any grocery store in Quartzsite.
I think there's little markets.
Yes, there may be a little market, but boy,
we struggled with finding stuff to buy for dinner for sure.
You need to be stocked up before you head there for sure.
So this is a site you don't see very often. I actually have to skewer things, and Bob made me a one that I can copy, but I'm gonna be the one doing all of this right now because we're losing light, and so he's gonna go turn on the grill and start grilling, the chicken.
Well, I think we have plenty of food for 2 people.
Right?
We need some friends to join us.
Yeah,
We've got plenty.
We got plenty. I mean, literally, what are we? I guess last time we had nothing.
Yeah, it's feast or famine around here. This time, I think we're gonna be okay.
Number 2, The Mongolian Rim. The most memorable time we went there, because we've been there a few times, but the most memorable time is when, I think it was last summer we went, and it was raining and it was cold. Oh, we had tons of issues with the van. We had just bought this van, and so we had tons of issues, but it was the most beautiful boondocking spot. Oh, it was so gorgeous.
We set a quick timer so we don't forget about dinner. The Mongolian Rim. I really enjoy that area. First off, it's cooler than Phoenix. So in the summertime, great place to escape to where you're at high elevation and just some nice cool weather, and you get a break from the hot weather down in Phoenix. Second, the views. You get to overlook that valley and see down in there. I mean, it just is so beautiful being up that high and seeing out over the horizon. It's just wonderful to be up there. And of course, being here in the desert, we don't have a lot of plants, but being up there, get some nice tall pine trees. The smells are amazing. And when you combine that with the cool evening and a fire, man, it just is fun to be up there. The rim it's actually a very large area, but roughly speaking, it is about halfway between Phoenix and Flagstaff, right off the highway. So it's easily accessible, and it is a national forest right there off the highway. I would say that at the very most, you will be driving a quarter mile on dirt roads so that you can find a place to park along the rim. There are so many great places right on the rim where the road is paved right next to it, and you can just pull off and park. So just a really beautiful area that's easily accessible. And that's why it's number 2. All right, we'll check it early, but let's take a look.
Oh my goodness. If they only had smell-o-vision. If you had smell-o-vision, guys, this smells divine. See why this is one of our favorites? Other than Bob making some noise over there, it's so quiet and the weather feels perfect. This is why I love van life. You literally just hop in the van, come find one of these spots, totally free, set up camp, and just enjoy nature and the quiet.
Number 1, Sedona.
Sedona.
Sedona is about halfway between Flagstaff and Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
The Mongolian Rim is on the east side of the I-17, and Sedona is on the west side of I-17. Very different environments. The red rocks are quite stunning in Sedona. Mm-hmm. And what's really nice is, one thing that is disappointing about Sedona is that you can't actually boondock or park, no car camping at night.
Not in Sedona.
In the city proper.
Like in the city, there's nowhere to do that, which is probably good. It would be overran.
Yes. But there is Forest Road 525, which we've shared in our previous videos, that is amazing. You can go out there. There's tons of places. It's all BLM land.
Go on iOverlander. It'll show you the Forest Road 525, and it'll just show you so many different dispersed little campsites that so many people have done. Mm-hmm.
And what's really nice there too is in elevation, you're up above the city, so you're looking down at it, and it just allows you to see the red rocks, see the
That's
city
why we
lights.
say it's number 1.
Oh, it's
because
so
it's the
beautiful.
most beautiful place to go, and you get to do it for free. Boondocking for free. BLM Land, close to it's in Sedona. It's just not in town.
You're probably
why would you want to
15 minutes from downtown? Maybe 20 minutes at the most, depending on traffic, maybe?
Yeah, but our major con, the road is quite long, and the thing is, it doesn't have to be long. You could camp right away, but those are taken. It's very rare that those aren't taken. So we end up being on that bumpy, crazy dirt road for 20 to 30 minutes at times.
Yeah, it just depends. Like this time of year,
Yeah.
When there's lots of people from up north that are down here, all the snowbirds and everything, you definitely have to search a little bit harder. Whereas in the summertime, or I should say spring or fall, not summer, spring or fall, you can go up there and find a spot a little easier.
Yeah.
And you don't have to drive quite as far.
Yeah, but that's our best place to boondock in Arizona.
For sure.
For us.
Yes.
We would say it's our number one. Sedona,
Yep.
Forest Road 525.
And there's so many great places to hike right from there. So you can find a great campsite, boondock there, and literally hike from there, or you could actually, drive to other locations and hike as well. So there's so much to do there.
Yeah. And if you want to see it, we have 2 episodes that we shot. Actually, 3 episodes. We have 3 episodes with us in Sedona because we were there a few days. So a couple episodes came out of that. We went with our great friends. They brought their teardrop camper, and we had our Thor Rise 18T at that time. Oh my gosh, remember those days, guys, where we'd have to crawl on the bed to get in our cabinets? I don't miss those days.
I don't either. I did like the size of that van from a length perspective, but of course the pop top, there's all that stuff.
Yeah. But we need to take this van to Sedona.
We definitely do.
Yeah, so...
maybe that's in our near future.
Ooh, okay. Let's do it. I think that's all we have, though. We're ready to eat this delicious food that Bob just made. It's so good. He made... well, technically I put these together, but I mean, he did do all the prep work. But we have the vegetable skewers, and then we have the chicken. I took mine off.
Yeah, me too.
Why do you cook them separately?
So that you can control the temperature on the chicken. Always takes a little longer, so you gotta separate the chicken from the vegetables so you can cook the chicken all the way, and then you don't roast your vegetables to death. So it just works out better that way. And a pro tip: don't forget to soak your kebabs for 30 minutes prior. Then they don't break. So
and burn and break.
Like this one, this one burned and broke in half, but.
That's all we have for you guys today, though, or tonight. It's evening time here. We're ready to just enjoy the evening, enjoy the quiet, and relax.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
See you guys next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday.